Ladies and gentlemen, how's going? Good morning, everyone. I have to say good morning because over here it is beautiful morning and it is time to record some World of Warships before I'm going to head out and before I'm going to enjoy my weekend or before I'm going to enjoy my birthday party, because my birthday is going to be in about 2 days or 3 days. I don't know when I'm going to release this video, but in today's episode I'm going to take my first look at a new Germany cruiser line. Really excited, really can't wait to grind this cruiser line. Actually, in my opinion, it is, I don't know, I don't want to hype it too much, but in my opinion it is going to be one of the most fun cruiser grindings theories. Quickly, I'm going to talk about what you can expect pretty much from Germany cruisers. I'm going to go deeper next time, like I did with Soviet destroyers. Like I'm going to cover one by one every single destroyer or every single cruiser over here. But starting from tier 5, I had one really amazing gameplay with tier 5 actually yesterday, and this is what pretty much sums it up. Because over here you can see artillery main battery firing range 16.5 kilometers. 16.5 kilometers in tier 5, and you have 3 times 350mm guns on board. This is simply crazy. And by the way, Königsberg, I believe is the way to pronounce that name, is super accurate as well. So as you can see, fully upgraded. Let me quickly see how much range do we get on Furutaka, for example. What are you going to give me? 13 kilometers, and Maha is going to give me 12.7 kilometer range, 152mm guns. So over here 150mm guns, but the accuracy is amazing, and the shell damage and fire and everything is pretty good, starting from tier 5 pretty much. I haven't played with lower tier ships, lower tier cruisers, but eventually I'm going to do that. I'm going to play with every single cruiser and going to make one episode about that. But in today's episode you're going to see Hindenburg in action. Hindenburg, that is the flagship of Germany cruiser line, and what I can tell you about Hindenburg is just wow. The way how this ship behaves is more like a battleship than a cruiser. Really, how it turns, how it moves. It is not the fastest ship in the world, but it has 51,900 hit points, artillery 4x3, 203mm shells, pretty decent rate of fire, around 10-second reloading time. As you can see, rate of fire 5.7 rounds per minute. So after every 10 seconds you're able to fire 12 shells. Chance of fire on target 11%, really good. Torpedoes, you have 4 torpedoes on each side, so 4 torpedo units in total, and 4 torpedo tubes on every single unit. As you can see, 1 and 2, yeah, same on the other side. So 8 torpedoes on both sides, and maximum damage is 13,700 with 64 knot speed. Range is 6 kilometers, as you get on pretty much every single cruiser. Under maneuverability we can see that maximum speed 32 knots, turning circle radius 800, and rudder shift time 12.1 seconds. So you have to look out for that, guys, really. You pretty much have to play this ship as a battleship. Now let's compare that maneuverability to SAO, for example. So 12.1 second rudder shift time versus 7.7, and slower as well. And where are you, Des Moines, or Des Moines? 8.6 second rudder shift time. So you're pretty much going to turn 4 seconds faster with Des Moines. And Des Moines is faster as well. But turning circle radius 800 for that kind of, for that huge of a ship is actually pretty decent. So compared to the other cruisers, you have the most hit points. AA power is slightly better than you get on Seo and slightly worse than you get on Des Moines. Now firing range is the best, 17.8 kilometers, and if you're going to boost that with different equipment units, then it is going to go through the roof. But guys, I believe this is it about the Hindenburg in the board. I hope it gave you a slight idea of what you can expect from Germany cruisers. They are just huge, heavy, magnificent cruisers with hard-hitting guns. This is all I need. All I need. Now, the gameplay we're going to see, I'm going to test out AT shots, I'm going to test out AP shots, just to see how different ammunitions on Hindenburg are going to work and how those 203mm shells are going to work. So let's do some testing and let's see how we're going to do. And off we go, Hindenburg on Island of Ice. Matchmaking, you can see, is pretty equal. We have Hindenburg, we have Seo, we have Kering. They have Montana and two Des Moines cruisers. So Des Moines cruisers, yeah, in this kind of matchmaking are going to be pretty devastating, because the rate of fire on Des Moines is simply amazing, crazy, if I may say so. But look at this beast going. Now, in actual gameplay, it looks even better, doesn't it, guys? Like Yamato. This is Yamato of the cruisers. Yamato is my favorite ship in the game because it is just so damn beast. Battleship, so magnificent. And this feels so magnificent as well, but it is going to be tier 10 cruiser. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Now, as you can see from the chat as well, in pretty much every single battle, there were a few guys who kept asking from me, how are those new ships, how do they feel? In this battle I didn't know much about Hindenburg because I believe this was my very first battle, so in this battle you're going to see a lot of testing. As I mentioned, I'm going to test out how the HE works, how the AP works versus BBs and cruisers. Well, AP versus cruisers is going to be pretty devastating anyways, but going to test out a few AP shots versus BBs as well in this battle actually. But after 5 minutes in the game, after 5 minutes of cruising into action, I can say that this cruiser feels like battleship, moves like battleship, and looks like battleship, but it is going to be tier 10 cruiser. So this is all I know right now. Like, it is pretty big cruiser. I would like to compare that to Des Moines, for example, side-by-side comparison. Would be awesome to see. And now our Tirpitz is in huge trouble, as you can see. On the right side, enemy Tirpitz is closing in with Des Moines and Iowa back here as well, so we need to help this guy out right away. Let's take a quick sip of coffee. I'm going to set that guy on fire with first shot. That was actually pretty beautiful salvo, pretty much blind shooting. I just checked the range. I looked how far that guy is, and I did give it the same range with a decent lead. So Tirpitz was on fire, good salvo on the way, 4 hits only. Ooh, looking good, looking great, but actually that Tirpitz, yeah, that Tirpitz decided to turn a little bit. Any hits? 6 hits out of 12 shots. I take that, 50% hits, set on fire. I'm cool with that. Now, what we are going to see from here is Tirpitz is closing in with Montana. Yes, Montana is going to be back there. Tirpitz's first salvo towards us actually didn't hurt us too much, only 2k damage, around that. So going to use HE shots and going to load into AP. So I think it is that Tirpitz is going to be pretty easily penetratable. 5 hits, set on fire. Trying to get little hits, but seems like the Tirpitz actually slowed down a little bit. Yeah, you can see that this Tirpitz is slowing down just a little bit. I'm going to be able to release another salvo. Yeah, replay bug. Sometimes you can see doesn't move correctly. Penetration, Montana going to use AP shots versus Montana as well. Going to be able to hit only a few shots, 3000 damage done, penetrations, which is nice, and go. Go over. That was close call. 3 hits only. Okay. So AP shots are going to work perfectly versus lower tier BBs like Turpitz and stuff like that. North Carolina and the Magi. Maybe not a Magi because the Magi is pretty strong as well. So from now on, under that kind of angle, there is no reason to shoot AP rounds anymore. Going to switch to HG shots just to burn down that Turpitz. Because we need to start lowering the numbers. We have lost 4 ships already, they have lost only 1. What was that, by the way? New Orleans. Okay, so in tier 10 game, New Orleans is not... New Orleans is strong, don't get me wrong, but it is not the most important target. Because, as you can see, we have lost Seo as well, we have lost 2 Atagos and Turpitz. So we have lost a lot of premium. So we have lost a lot of premium ships. What is going on? What is going on? It seems like this guy is getting away if I'm going to be the only one who continues shooting at him. Monkey madness. Reloading time high, I simply enjoy the reloading time because the firepower is amazing. 10-second reloading time, and I have to say that accuracy is there as well. Montana backing up. I try to angle my ship. Maybe I'm going to be able to get a few bounces off from that because this guy is aiming towards me. Montana is on fire. AP shots. Still testing out AP shots. I want to get one really good hit with AP shots. Looking good, and nope. Okay. So I wasn't lucky enough to get Citadel hits, and I actually lost one of my main battery units. As you can see, my 3rd main battery unit is down for good. This is a really bad news. One of the worst news you can have on cruiser, pretty much, because all your firepower comes from your main battery units. Torpedoes towards Montana. There is Iowa. Iowa. 12 clicks away. AP shots. 3,100. Yeah, I should go back to AP or 80 shots. In this battle I was actually just, as mentioned before, I was testing out how the AP shots were. And oh boy, now I have another problem. 6,600 damage, not bad. Now I have another problem, Montana on the right side, that needs to be killed, and we have New Orleans on the left side. That can actually be super annoying with its 80 shots. I'm going to release torps. I'm going to pre-aim my torps. Just in case, because those things are helpful. Like helpful bandas on the board. Now AP shots versus New Orleans, this should be pretty easy kill. Versus lower tier cruisers, you should always use AP shots just for the quick kills, pretty much. Yeah, it is awesome to get fires, but if you're going to get Citadel hits, then goodbye cruisers. I'm hitting invisible wall over here. Seems like we have invisible wall action. And yeah, Turpitz is back as well, guys. God damn. This is not looking good. I have one repair unit left, or healing left. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Awesome. You can see that you're able to bounce. Tier 8 cruisers. My secondary started shooting at New Orleans as well. And you can see secondaries are doing epic work. Wow. Secondary gunpowder on Hindenburg is amazing as well. So you can pretty much see how my secondaries are ripping this guy into pieces. Come on, with a few more hits. Done. This guy's dead. That was amazing. Seriously. Des Moines. 13.7 clicks away. This guy needs some good lead. And this is what this guy should get. Bam. 2,544 only. But a hit is a hit, guys. Another full salvo on the way. That is actually going to hit as well, if I remember correctly. It's going to get a few hits, 4 hits, not bad. And seems like we are going to lose this battle. Yeah, they're going to get the points together. And we lost the battle, but for that quick battle, you get 195 hits and 1 destroyed ship is not bad, guys. Drop by experience in my team, and you can see that not a lot of experience, because we pretty much didn't destroy any enemy ships. That's why you don't receive a lot of experience, if you don't do much. But to get over 100k damage that quickly is not bad, because we pretty much spent 5 minutes at start of the battle to get into the action. Yeah. So this battle pretty much showed how HE ammunition is going to work, how AP is going to work. Versus cruisers, AP is simply beast. Versus battleships, lower tier battleships, it is going to work better than higher tier versus higher tier battleships for obvious reasons. But you saw the survivability, you saw pretty much everything over here. This ship is simply beast. Like, plays like BB with plays like battleship with cruiser reloading time. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. I hope to see you in here next time as well. Next time I'm going to cover more Germany cruisers and more Soviet DDs, new Soviet DD line. Take care and bye.